back to Doki Doki Side Stories. We're gonna meet a new member. We never seen her before, never heard of her before.
Lady with pink hair.
Yeah, she got pink hair. Coming for competition for Sayori.
So, let's start.
Yeah, for the first time.
Totally didn't restart before this.
No. 3 minutes in. Fucked it up immediately.
I love fucking audio issues.
Power of editing.
It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the clubroom door opening. And in walks a girl none of them have seen before.
Hi.
Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book.
Are you here for the literature club?
Yeah.
Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces.
Yeah! Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my Dex.
Dex? What?
Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it.
Oh, and Yuri, you can make some tea.
Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. Monika follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all.
Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves?
Okay.
Well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever other kind of literature.
You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe.
I have what vibe?
Oh, you know, like... never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard.
Oh, no you don't, Sayori.
Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles.
I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry.
Oh, yeah? Very adult-like of you.
I'm an adult.
The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room.
Oh, that's Yuri.
Sayori lowers her voice.
She's kinda shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her.
Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry.
Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough, or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough.
And Monika's is probably vanilla.
What the heck?
I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate.
What's Yuri's favorite?
Natsuki shrugs.
Probably green tea.
I was just gonna say that.
Right? I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri.
Still.
It's still pretty chill here. Do you guys just hang out, or do you actually do club stuff?
Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet since we only have like 3 members. So we kind of just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with like some more structured club activities. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into?
Well, I guess I'm... literature. Well, I like manga.
Manga?
Hey, why'd you have to say it like that?
I want to read manga in the club.
Wait, hold on a second.
That sounds so great. Like, after all I've been doing for this,
Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk.
After all of the, deep and immersive writing I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple.
Manga isn't simple.
I didn't mean simple like that.
Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in?
Well, not really.
In that case, have you considered the anime club?
Are you serious? I'm not going to join the anime club. It's full of
Weird guys.
Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right?
I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically...
I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just, keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll literally do whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right?
Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay?
Need some help?
Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker.
If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine.
I hope we never find out then.
Ugh, I'm such a pushover.
Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seemed like a lot of fun.
Maybe, but I mean, she has no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation.
Her tea is going to get cold.
Yeah. Wait, that's not related.
Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature.
Are you sure you don't just want to read her manga, Sayori?
Hey, who do you think I am?
Sorry, I didn't mean that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri?
Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so...
Does that mean I bother you?
No. You're a pleasure to be around.
I was just fishing for a compliment.
I know.
But still, I really think we should give her a chance.
Yeah, alright. But I really am gonna start enforcing club activities.
I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the three of them hear a thump against the door.
What was that?
Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it.
Thank you.
Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can.
That's quite a collection.
Sayori giggles in excitement. While catching her breath, Natsuki replies,
Still, one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them.
Monica anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. I don't see the big deal. It's still books.
Yeah, right?
I don't know why she hates it so much. At the next club meeting, Monica is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed.
Why am I so nervous?
Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monica thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return.
Need help?
No, I got it.
Monica awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all of her manga.
You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could keep it up there?
I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient.
Yeah, but
Monica sighs.
the teachers are gonna ask what all this manga is doing in here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club.
So?
Monica backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked right out of the room.
Good afternoon!
Sayori spins into the club room.
Oh, I see someone's in a good mood.
Yeah, because I have this.
Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic.
I found some money and got a cookie. Oh, that's so pretty.
As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye.
Which one do I start with?
Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie.
No way! I saved up all my luck to find that money.
If you want to enter my kingdom, then you need to pay the tax, peasant.
Oh.
Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the club room. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding.
Well, everyone's here now.
Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively.
Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone?
I agree.
Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too.
Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning everybody else's interests. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else.
Well, maybe. Something tells me that
Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests.
Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally? You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that? I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with.
Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here?
Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion.
Yeah, me too!
Yeah, but...
Monika's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monika finds it increasingly difficult to relent to her demands.
Demands!
Right? Like, she's
Oh my
just saying, let me
God.
be included. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monika have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? What a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear, I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but I just...
Natsuki cuts Monika off by suddenly standing up.
Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it.
Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want.
Natsuki shoots Monika a quick glare before walking straight out of the room.
Oh no.
Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monika and Yuri. For the second time today, Monika slumps down into a desk.
Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way.
Monika looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away.
She probably just went around looking for the smallest clubs she could find so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri?
I'm not good at these things.
Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all.
Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything.
You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you.
It does.
It does? How?
Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed.
Oh. Well, great. I'm just ruining the whole club then.
That's not an accurate conclusion to make.
I know. I'm sorry.
Wow! No phones on set.
Quiet on set?
I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh, why isn't it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most?
I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is.
What?
She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you.
Well, you're right, but
No, she's not.
I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and it has no place here?
Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assumed you felt the same way about it.
That's not true. Well,
Recalling her confrontations with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in.
you may be right. I mean, if it was anything else besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that.
With a sigh, Monika walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves.
It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that.
Monika starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monika had failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts.
Yeah, I mean,
Amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monika opens the book. Oh. I guess that was it. I wasn't expecting it to end there. On to the next one, yes.
This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right.
Well, she usually does.
Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it?
Sayori was nice about it.
True.
I accept it. I think it's cute.
Oh, come on. That's condescending too.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you.
Natsuki sighs.
I know. Thanks. It just really sucks.
Do you want me to talk to Monica?
I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcomed in the club. I should just find another club.
Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out. Please? I mean, I'm the vice president. Or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and it has to be happy. So, I want to make that happen. For you. I was just wondering, what was the reason you decided to join the literature club?
Well,
Natsuki hesitates.
it's kind of dumb.
Aw, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome.
I wasn't welcome.
You were to me. So?
Just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica.
I promise.
Natsuki sighs.
Again. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks. But you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided it was at least worth the shot. But it was a lie, apparently.
Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall.
Oh, and I like writing, too.
Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica?
Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction.
Exactly.
True. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from manga in favor of the more mature thing.
Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today, at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome.
You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm gonna do everything I can to fix this. I promise.
It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monica doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together.
Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what?
Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I?
Ha! I told you she would join.
Come on, you know she only joined because she wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime.
I told you I never wanted to join that stupid club.
Oh, sure.
Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash.
True. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you.
Shut up! Just let me do my thing.
I'm just joking. You know we love you.
Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book.
What? You're gonna buy her smutty fanfiction?
Well, obviously, I want a signed copy.
That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of that by now? I told you, I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure.
They grow up so fast. It brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monica's direction, prompting Monica to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I just be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. hardly better than them after the way I treated her. Ugh, so awful. Not doing anything right. After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on a book as usual. Monica picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go, like, exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book.
It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize what I was doing.
So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just, like, a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It's just makes me feel nice.
Yeah. Well, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch. They were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad. Like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club.
You did?
Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it.
Get them back?
Yeah, I'll get them back by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want.
Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monica's desk and sits down next to her.
I'm having an intervention. I can do it because I'm vice president.
Is this about Natsuki?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it.
Really?
I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her.
Oh. Yay, I did it!
Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Friendship wins again. So, how do you want to make it up to her?
I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meeting today?
I don't think she is.
I see.
Monica was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on.
Okay. Do you think you could get her to come to the meeting tomorrow?
I can do that.
Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener.
Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile.
Well, I guess for today it's gonna be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm gonna step out for a bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here?
Sayori picks up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk.
Oh, that? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident.
But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club.
Actually, Monica's been...
Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using the classroom then, okay?
Monica smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the club room. Fuck's sake.
I really shouldn't have let that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room.
The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive.
I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki?
Yes.
How do you know?
Well, she's Sayori.
You know, you're right.
Time slowly passes. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then, the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room.
We are here!
Welcome back.
Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the clubroom just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with her own struggles, her own reasons for seeking the vision that Monica had, admittedly, so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and returns to the present.
Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today.
Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters.
Today, we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga.
Oh, come on. Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just...
Monica shakes her head.
Natsuki,
I'm sorry.
it was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you?
Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to.
Wait, that's not true! Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her.
I was witness to that as well.
This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay?
Natsuki looks away and hesitates.
But it's really dumb. The stuff I'm into.
Monica smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye.
If you like it, then it's not dumb.
Oh, except for me!
Sayori, you're not dumb either.
What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that.
Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki.
Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyways, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready.
Nice. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out.
Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything?
Me? Not particularly. Why?
Oh, there was just something that I wanted to show you, if you had a few minutes.
Sure, what is it?
It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room?
The music room? Why?
Well, you'll see. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself, more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like, things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit.
Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just, brought a bunch of manga, and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it.
No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would never have realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected.
It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place, but when you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am.
As Monica listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so.
I could only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it.
But well, like I said, I didn't even do anything.
You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else.
Monica takes a breath.
The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga.
You, what? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry. I think I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it.
I can't believe you, of all people, were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny.
Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right?
You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste.
Just one volume. And I kind of just picked it out randomly.
Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts.
Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the character isn't just in a literature club. She also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was. If I just did what I wanted instead of always second-guessing myself.
That's crazy to think about in the main storyline.
Right?
Like that Natsuki inspired her to play piano.
Yeah, right?
Maybe that's why she didn't fucking, make her insane.
Yeah, right? She kind of had a soft spot for her.
I changed my mind!
Monica walks over to the piano and sits down.
I love these fucking new art photos.
It's so cute.
I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. The parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing.
Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me.
No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day.
Every day?
Because, you just make me feel like if I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not any good at it yet, at all. But I wrote a song for the club. I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah.
Cute.
Oh,
Resolution. Oh,
nice.
pretty.
That's all.
That was so good.
It was?
Yeah, are you kidding? You're already a pro.
Not not even close.
Does that song have a name? You said it was about the club, so...
Yeah, it's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like, such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about everyone. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that.
Well, I think that's really thoughtful. And kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should have probably apologized too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. I didn't really mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right.
It's fine. I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. Takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing.
Well, I wonder who I get it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did admit that it's a form of literature. You can't take that back now.
You got me. The closet's all yours.
I'll tell you what. I'll bring you a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return.
What kind of little something?
Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed.
The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one.
Yeah.
Alright. Here we go. Ow.
I got a burp.
That's it.
Immediately. It's like a cat hacking up a hairball.
It's like the Puss in
it's
Boots
stuck.
one.
Natsuki!
While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga in the closet shelves, Sayori approaches from behind and pulls her into an embrace.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
The literature club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined.
I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick.
Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you're like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery.
I like all those things.
Sayori reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover.
Shouldn't this girl be wearing my clothes?
You wouldn't like that one. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, then let's just start with something that's easy to get into. Attack on Titan.
Need I go into why Attack on Titan is superior in every possible way?
A lot of these things don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're really into manga.
I can handle it. I did it with Yuri's book at least.
Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although, I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into her books.
No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them.
Well, okay then. Let's pick something that even donuts can read.
I didn't say I was a donut, I just said I had the attention span of one. Aw, you're trying to call me sweet. You're so cute.
No! How did you get that conclusion? And don't call me that.
A donut?
Cute.
Aw, how come?
I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. If someone asks you to stop, then you just need to stop. People need to realize that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. No, sorry, it wasn't you. I was just talking about someone else. I didn't mean to get angry all of a sudden.
Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles.
You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you.
I still learned a valuable lesson.
Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment.
Well, anyway, here's a book, so just start it whenever you feel like it.
What's it about?
Well, it's a comedy, and there's romance too, obviously.
Sayori looks at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck.
It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys, and then you find out, well, you should just read it. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It would be so funny if I'm right.
Ship? I don't get it.
Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think.
Oh, okay. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too.
Oh, yeah, I guess. But don't you want to finish this first?
Yeah, but we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then I wouldn't make you or anything.
No, it's just, well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow.
After the club meeting ends and Natsuki and Yuri leave, Monica strikes up a conversation with Sayori.
I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you.
I really want to be better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I could just listen to her talk. She's so cute. Nah, I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her or if I just can't say it at all.
Say what?
Nothing. I'm a woman of respect. But Natsuki is a woman of cute. Oh, I said it.
What's so bad about that?
I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me that very much.
Oh, that's ridiculous. How come you feel that way?
Well, I mean, just little signs like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me when it's about manga or other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, you know?
Maybe. My stupid head is just making me worry for no reason. He likes to do that.
It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always talk to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help.
You're the best.
Sayori gives Monica a quick hug.
Well, I'm gonna keep trying because I love her and I want to get close to her.
You got this.
After the next club meeting starts, Sayori is the last one in as usual. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by the closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori pulls up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki.
Hello there. Hi. What you reading? Can I read it with you?
Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori.
You can't just start in the middle, there are spoilers! Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday?
Sorry, I was just curious.
Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so...
Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then.
Mm-hmm.
Can I sit next to you, though?
Sure.
Sayori plops herself down next to Natsuki, then pulls out a blank sheet of paper. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles, and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book.
Did you finish?
No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Aren't you bored?
No, I was writing.
Oh, I saw the stick figures and thought you were just bored.
I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I make friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks that the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. And this one has problems with his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him.
What the heck? You are a weirdo. You are the weirdo. You're the weirdo. Fuck's sake!
Want to read the poem I'm working on?
Sure, I guess.
Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. As Natsuki reads through the poem, she furrows her eyebrows. She slides the paper back over to Sayori.
Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like, really emotional.
Is that bad?
Well, no. It was just an observation.
I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well,
Natsuki begins to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words.
Doesn't that depend more on the kinds of friends you have? I don't know. To each their own, but I've never met anyone I'd feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you. I'm just saying how I am, so...
You write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff.
Yeah, that too, but...
You should... I mean...
Would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that.
But...
Can we talk about something else?
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it.
Still, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me since I didn't get very far yet.
Sure.
Over the next few days, Sayori begins each club meeting by approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm.
It's Natsuki! Natsuki!
Natsuki! Natsuki!
At At the end of one club meeting, Monica, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up.
It's cool that you've been finding time to spend with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance to share it too, right?
Yeah. Mostly.
Natsuki glances over her shoulder, but doesn't reply further.
What's on your mind?
Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs.
Oh,
Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets instead of getting back to what she was doing, as though she wants to say more.
it's okay to share your feelings. That's different from talking about someone behind their back.
I guess.
You can trust me.
Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting.
I just feel like smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over me right after we meet. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them and like to share everything about myself. That's not how it works. I just want to chill out sometimes.
Oh, I didn't realize that was happening.
It's fine. Why would you have?
I know, I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Do you want me to talk to her about it?
No, I wouldn't like that.
Well, I could divert her into another club activity for you or something?
No way. That would be so underhanded and mean.
Sorry, I didn't think that one through.
Besides, just because I complain about it doesn't mean that I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me.
True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems even if I hadn't been invited to.
It's fine. I would talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would make her just constantly be afraid that she's bothering me. I don't know how to just keep things natural.
Well, I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her.
Maybe. Ugh. It just feels so dumb. Talking to someone about how to be friends with them, it's just weird and not cool.
It's a literature club.
It's not the cool club.
Hey.
Sorry, that just tickled me for some reason.
Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot, and that it's hard for you to really express yourself. But you've really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like it to you. I think that's the most important part of being able to navigate through these things. So I believe that you'll find the right thing to do.
Well, thanks. And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes.
Monica smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monica knew what she meant. It made Monica feel like everything was really going to be okay.
Nice.
It's lunchtime. Sayori, who usually buys her lunch, is making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. The clamor and bustle of the students is drowned by Sayori's impeccable skill of zoning out. However, her imagination is momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl.
Hey, that's Natsuki! I never run into the other club members around the school. Natsuki!
Sayori stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who's busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sayori at first. Then she glances over in Sayori's direction. Sayori waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner.
Hey! She definitely saw me.
Monica is the first to arrive to the club meeting, then Natsuki. Sayori, having glanced through the window to see Natsuki already inside, is unable to work up enough courage to enter.
Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was stupid to think she ever wanted to be friends. I should just go home today.
Sorry, but do you plan on going inside?
No.
Why?
I'm sulking.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for bothering you. Excuse me.
No, don't leave me.
Oh, I'll stay here then.
I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me.
Really? Not bad.
Hey!
Sorry, I'm sorry. That was a joke. It just sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety.
From anxiety?
Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself.
Oh, well, that makes sense based on the person that you are. But Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends. But it feels like every day that she's trying to distance herself more instead of getting closer. It makes me feel like she was only spending time with me during the club because I was reading manga, but she doesn't actually want to be friends with me.
Well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her?
No, she was just walking with her friends.
With her friends. How do I put this? Sayori, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them?
Of course. I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so...
You hate being alone? Sayori nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, I think... Well, if I was trying to have alone time, and it was being threatened with an interruption, then... It just would not make me very happy.
Yeah, but that doesn't have to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything.
No, I think it's similar. It's... Well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together, but the capacity at which each person is ready to do that might be different. There are friends who just like to have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other.
Us?
That's so us. I mean, we don't really know much about Natsuki's life outside of the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace, rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment.
But that means I really was bothering her. I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her?
I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different, so...
Why was I so selfish? Even if that is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. Yuri, with you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you, but I wasn't careful at all with Natsuki because she already seemed so social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this?
Sayori, I think that... Well, there was one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Natsuki doesn't harbor any ill feelings toward you. So, I think if we were to realistically consider the situation and how it would cause someone to feel, I'm bad at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like comforting and reassuring people. Suddenly, Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug.
You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart.
It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others, and my friends deserve happiness. Sayori beams.
I like this Yuri.
Yeah, me too.
Monica seems to be the negative one out of everybody.
Yeah, she's the one annoying the most.
Love that.
Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she does still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs and I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel so desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what she needs. I just have to tell myself that. It hurts, but I guess it means I still need time to grow.
What? Still need to grow.
I really want to grow as a person. If it's to be better for my friends, I want that.
That's very mature of you, Sayori.
I'm mature.
Sayori hops up and down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head.
I need to be here to show that I respect her space. I'll just spend the club by myself today.
Yuri nods in understanding.
You can go in first.
Okay. You're blocking the door.
Oh.
Sayori steps aside.
By the way, you said that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways.
Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the club room. After a moment, Sayori follows. The club room is quiet. When Sayori walks in, Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a quick wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's best to continue the manga she was reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. She has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it.
Ooh, are we writing today?
Monica
Who are we writing today?
Monica speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the club room. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk.
Hey!
Natsuki pulls a sheet closer to her and covers it with her arms.
Sorry, I didn't mean to peek.
Whatever.
I just wanted to see how everything was going.
It's fine.
Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who is focused on her manga. Monica follows Natsuki's gaze.
I think she's mad at me.
How come?
I'm busy right now. Ask me later.
Monica falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at her paper. She inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monica to see. It says, "To Sayori." Understanding, Monica smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly,
I'm proud of you.
Natsuki looks away, but makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. Monica gives Natsuki's shoulder a quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed. So has Monica, after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out, since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for an unknown reason, a silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back onto the shelf while Natsuki watches. Then Natsuki gets up and pulls it back out in order to return it to its proper location.
Sorry. I didn't know where it was supposed to go.
It's fine.
The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes.
Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow.
Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the club room. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly, Natsuki's stammery voice calls from behind.
Natsuki?
Startled, Sayori turns back around to face Natsuki. Natsuki fidgets and anxiously continues with a shaking voice.
I have a lot of things to say.
Me too. But you go first.
Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still.
Well, first of all,
she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot and hops up and down a little.
I'm sorry for the thing I did at lunch, and I'm sorry for just kind of being mean lately. It's just really hard for me to I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable, especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So,
face burning, Natsuki clams up again. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take.
We're reading! I love that!
That's so sweet.
That's so cute!
It's a poem. But I thought...
Well, I sucked it up so that I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please?
Sayori smiles deeply, from the bottom of her heart.
I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting today that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get closer to you that I forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we'd probably have different ways we like to make friends.
About, the friendship stuff? I mean,
It's okay. I understand. So you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job. So don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay?
Natsuki nods.
So you don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty, and I wanted to give you some space. I was thinking it was silly that I just approached you all the time and that I should just go and let you approach me when you wanted to. Just whatever makes you comfortable. I'll respect that from now on. Friendship should always start with those things. With the right balance.
Natsuki nods again.
One thing about that... Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. I just want it to be balanced, like you said.
Sayori nods.
I understand. We'll make sure of that together then.
Cat. Well, anyway,
Now that the two of them have found common ground, Natsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again.
I'm not gonna be, like, sharing my poems all the time now or anything like that, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it once in a while. Only the best ones. So, you better like them, because otherwise I might change my mind.
I like anything you do, Natsuki.
I was just saying.
More importantly, I have to tell you something about my new boyfriend.
Huh? Oh, from the manga. Wait, I need to guess who it is.
You definitely won't be able to guess.
The two walk down the hallway together.
Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to save the last 2 chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal.
You wanted to enjoy it with me? That's so cute.
Oh, shush.
And she didn't deny the cute thing.
Hey,
anything
look
about
at
it.
that resolve right there. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for enjoying our little talky spiels.
Yeah.
About, I love these side stories. It really does show a lot of the backstory between all the characters and how they met.
Yeah.
And I love that. It's cute.
Just how it ties into, it's sweet.
And all their personalities. One thing I don't ever remember if we fucking let me stammer a few more times before I get to the point of my conversation. Do we know what Monica's favorite type of literature is? I'm assuming poems, right? And like songwriting?
Because she likes a lot of it, so she focused on short stories.
Yeah.
But I think poems is her go-to.
Poems is a go-to. So that's why it's nice with Sayori and stuff like that, because they both like that. Well, yeah, well, that was fun.
Can't wait to read with myself like you did.
Yay! Less work for me, and you're the narrator. This is great. I'm gonna love the next episode. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. And goodbye.